So my name's Katya and I was born in Archangel, Russia. I was born in 1993 and I was put into a children's hospital for the first year of my life, and then I was put into a Russian orphanage. So my parents, they went over to Russia in 1995. My dad went over first because my mother was staying in Christchurch with my brother. He went over and took videos and met up with a lady who took him around the orphanage in Russia and showed him and told him a little bit about me. Then he went back to Christchurch, and I think a few months later Mum went over and picked me up, put me on a plane and flew me back to Christchurch.
Your mum and dad have always told you you were adopted, right?
Yes, I did know. I don't remember
Not knowing.
I remember not knowing, no. I just remember Mum and Dad always reading me a story about a family who adopted a child as well, and I think from the get-go they always wanted to know. Always let me know. Yep.
Yeah. When you came to New Zealand, you grew up in Christchurch. Was anything different about going to school when, obviously being adopted, you're in a different sort of situation as all the other children? Did you feel any different about when you went to school, or did you feel just like everybody else?
All I remember is, because of my name being a giveaway, my story would start. I'm not afraid to hide things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with accepting that I'm adopted. So growing up, I must admit, it was difficult, being different. But otherwise, no, apart from that, I just went to school like a normal Kiwi child. Yeah.
Had a childhood like a normal Kiwi child?
I loved my childhood.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it, and I wouldn't swap it for anything.
That's good.
No, it was one of the best childhoods I could have ever had. I think the suitable age to find your birth parents is when the adopted child is ready. But in saying that, you've got to kind of think what the answer will be, and you have no idea if you will find them or if you won't, and you've got to be prepared for anything. You have no idea. You've got to be prepared for rejection, happiness, sadness, grieving. You have no idea. It's a whole different world out there.
It's different, isn't it?
It's completely different. I would try and make the most of everything that I could. Even if it is, I would start probably going straight to the orphanage, because I found out my birth parents lived 6 hours south on a train.
Really?
So I would fly straight into Archangelisk and walk all around the orphanage, the children's hospital.
Take the chance.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Go for it. When I found my birth parents, it was in 2011 when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
And all I remember is we sent this couple over who all they had were my birth parents' names and the location and the address where they lived when I was born. They went over to Archangelisk and they found out that my parents were no longer living where they were, but they went to the post office and they found out that's where they were. They went down 6 hours south to where they live and knocked on my mother's work door and said, "We have news about your daughter Katya," and she just lost it.
It must have been quite emotional for you though too.
Oh, definitely. And we were getting
family.
we were getting all the feedback, and every single time they would, find new information, they would report back to us, and every little bit of information. It was quite emotional and quite surreal.
Yeah.
Surreal, definitely. It was a bit overwhelming considering 18 years of my life, or 15 and a half. I had no idea even if they were alive or dead. To find out that I also have a full biological brother, that was quite a big thing. So you just got to be prepared for anything. Because I honestly didn't think they were going to be alive, or even still together. So they're happily married, they've built a house, and they've got a son.
And you had no idea?
And I had no idea. And now I know what they look like. And that I've got a whole large family over in Russia. And now they all know about me.
What would you like to say, I guess, to your mum and dad for raising you and looking after you?
That they've given me the best childhood of my life, and that considering I could have not been alive, I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful. And to me, I've had the best family upbringing. I'm very lucky.
And your family's bigger too.
Oh, definitely.
And they feel the same way about everything.
Yeah.
Or,
It's good.
It's good. It's a good feeling to.
It's good. I do love my family.
Find that connection, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.